jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Yo, what's good? Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game, A-Side Official. You already know WCS back in the building. Salute to those that's on deck. Sticking Boys Fishing and Sports. Dodge J on deck. What's good? I'm just trying something for not new per se, but I'm not really a hip hop head like that. But since this was one of the bigger topics, that man, it's been crazy how it's been getting all this freaking attention. The AT&T, they have been reaching out and breaking down Kendrick's performance of the Super Bowl, man. I don't know who won in this one. The fact that all this symbolism was going on to identify Drake. I mean, if he ain't getting arrested for A minor, I don't know the benefit. Like, I had to ask myself, like, if a person does a Super Bowl show that's pretty much orientated around taking subliminals at damn near everybody. One of the primary human beings that he was taking a shot at was the dude that he has beef with on national television. And Drake had a concert or something where I don't know where he pretty much say he's still standing after all the shots was fired. You know what I'm saying? But I just look at the performance for me, being that I'm not really a big hip hop head like that. I'm not saying I don't listen to hip hop. Of course I do. But as far as, you know, going in, you know, praising and saying, oh my, Kendrick Lamar killed Drake and all this, bro, we deal with a lot of subliminal communication in this day and time. A lot. Those subliminals can be in text, you know, Photoshop, actions, mannerisms. It's so many other ways besides directly saying it out your mouth how you feel about somebody. But that was little small signs that Kendrick Lamar had. His entire freaking performance was based off a message. And we look, several people broke this down, but I'm gonna let you listen to a message of I thought it was pretty decent, solid breakdown of his performance and what all the messages meant. Why did you see the GOAT herself, Serena Williams? You know what I'm saying? The GOAT. The GOAT Serena Williams out there crip walking. You know what I'm saying? To reflect upon her Wimbledon freaking you know, her Wimbledon moment of controversy when she won and then she decided to crip walk. And of course, the chair didn't like that at all. What are you doing? We don't crip walk here. You know what I mean? We don't crip walk here. Yeah, she lit up the airways with that. You know, because they were saying she was promoting this, that, and the other. Well, one thing I could say about Kendrick was that the director himself, of course, he had some creative, creative, planning. He had a creative process into this too. I'm pretty sure he did. I mean, it was so many. Every time you turn around with Samuel L. Jackson, Man, the way the stage was lit up, who was singing on the stage, the formation of the dancers and what they was forming. It was messages everywhere, from his clothing to the ice around his neck to something that you couldn't see on the sidelines. It was people running back and forth with those flags that you see in college football, and it had a kid on the left and a kid on the right, and the A in the middle, and the kid was reaching up to the A. They didn't show that. You have to just search around the net for that, right? Man, it was messages every freaking where. I ain't gonna lie, it was messages everywhere. Even what Samuel L. Jackson was talking about, being Uncle Sam, Samuel L. Jackson being Uncle Sam, and what Uncle Sam mean to the U.S. and how Kendrick is perceived. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. But let's get down to the audio. And once again, must put this up here. This is content disclaimer. All right. We have to make sure this is available.
Let's talk about it. First, I want to point out that his entire Super Bowl stage is a PlayStation controller. And who owns PlayStation? Sony? Where's Drake signed to? Sony.
Okay, so right off the rip, the stage is set up like a PlayStation controller. Drake is signed to Sony. Hey, if I'm in the audience and somebody go through this length to say, hey, he signed with Sony, so the stage is gonna be set up like a PlayStation, Sony PlayStation controller. Okay, the kids play that, they know. You know what I'm saying? I'm winning. I say, great work. I'm clapping it up. Can you give me another? Give me a Pierre Don Teleon on the rocks. Yes. I'm sitting here watching the show and my throat is a little parched. I'm winning. I'm absolutely winning.
So that's the very first button that he's pushing here. Samuel L. Jackson comes out as Uncle Sam and he starts the game. He says this is America's greatest game, but America's greatest game is actually on halftime. So that's not what he's talking about. Kendrick then opens with a clip of a song standing on top of his GNX. This man said, "You would not get the picture if I had to sit you for hours in front of the loop." Meaning some of you are just not going to get this. Followed by, started with nothing but government cheese, but now I can seize the government too. And then says the revolution's about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. And behind him, the crowd lights lit up, warning, wrong way. The background dancers are super important to this too because they're jumping out the GNX, all the different set colors. And then Kendrick goes into Squabble Up. And all of the sets kind of go into their own colors with their own people and they get ready and they look like they're about to fight. As he plays Squabble Up, they all stay in their own little sets and they all squabble up together. They then all march into these lines on the stage and it pops back to Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam says this isn't what America wants. It's too loud, it's too reckless, and it's too ghetto. And he asked if Kendrick even knows how to play the game. The dancers then follow Kendrick up onto stage, surround him in the shape of the American flag. Kendrick is the only star on the stage and he follows the rules and he plays humble. Sit down. Be humble. But at the end of it, he says, hold up. And then he goes into DNA. And notice that all the sets behind him are now stepping together. I got loyalty, I got royalty inside my DNA. Dude is reminding himself who he is. He ends this little bit with, wish I was, hold up, instead of wish I was dead. Then this man plays Euphoria. And all the sets are still together in their own colors, but they're all marching in line and they're all marching towards the same thing, kind of like they're marching into battle.
Are you still with her? Isn't this a lot? Damn. Just imagine what it's like in the industry itself. Are you still on par? Did you even know all of this? For real. It's okay. You don't have to lie. Did you even know all of this was popping? Did you know all the messages that was being sent? All the formations. You know what I'm saying? All the colors. All the positioning of certain entities. at certain times with the song that he was playing. Did you know all this? Crazy.
And says it's KDOT, the fireworks go off, and he transitions into a brand new song that he debuted on the Super Bowl. I could be wrong about that, correct me if I am, but I'm pretty sure it was just debuted at the Super Bowl for the first time, and it's called Man at the Garden. And notice how the background dancers are all posted up like they're on the corner rapping like back in the days in the streets. He's literally taking it back to what he knows. And then he transitions into Peekaboo. But Uncle Sam pops back in and says that, oh, I see you brought your homeboys, the old culture cheat code. And then he deducts one life away from Kendrick. Almost like if you get all your people together, you could lose a life. This is where the subliminal messaging gets so deep, and he is the king of Easter eggs, I shit you not. Because now he's showing you exactly what to do on each move. He's now on the X button, so this is the first button he decided to push. And if you pay attention, he'll show you exactly what you should be doing when you're making these moves yourself. Because he's calling out to everybody in this performance. But the first move he wants to make is on Drake, and he comes through, and as he's playing Peekaboo, he does the Hotline Bling dance. This is also where he teased Not Like Us by saying he wanted to make a move, but he didn't play it, as if he's choosing the right moves and when to make them. And right now is not the right time. He then says he's gonna calm it down, and he goes over to the triangle button, and SZA and him perform their song Luther. Those lyrics say, better days coming for sure, and if it was up to me, I wouldn't give these nobodies no sympathy. And then we move over to the circle button. While they're all circling the circle with each other, the rest of the sets are marching towards the circle button. This is where Kendrick and SZA perform their song All the Stars. All the stars that are missing from that flag when Kendrick was the only one up there. We're all the stars. Everyone that is watching this performance is all the stars. He's calling to you. That's when Uncle Sam pops back in and says that's what America wants to see. It's nice and it's calm, and tells him not to mess this. And before he can say up, Kendrick starts playing the Not Like Us beat. He did his little bit with the girls, and they asked if he was really going to do it, and he said, 40 acres and a mule, this is bigger than the music. 40 acres and a mule is what they promised slaves after the Civil War. And then they tried to rig the game, but they can't fake influence, and smiled into the camera. And knowing Kendrick...
All this for a Super Bowl performance to send a message to who exactly? Who did it benefit? I think Drake got benefited because this diss track for Kendrick Lamar goddamn rejuvenated his whole life in his career. I don't even know, to be honest. I don't know what Kendrick was before he made this song. I don't know what he was doing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've never really been a huge Kendrick Lamar fan. You know what I'm saying? But this diss track right here and Mustard, man, it put some life back into Kendrick. I think Kendrick was laying on his back with his hands crossed. And, you know, his soul was out there just walking the lot. You know, because his career was dead. His soul's out there, man. You know, don't worry about it, Kendrick. You going to make it up out of here, man. Don't worry about it. Keep faith, bro. Something going to happen. And then that damn diss track came up. And Kendrick said, hey, man, it's been nice. I'm going to go out here and play around for a little bit. I'm going to use it up as much as I can, bro. They say it's hitting out there. They say that diss track, man. Yeah. Hey, keep lookout right here, man. I think I'm going to be back real. Keep this lookout right here. You know, look over my career, the casket, and, you know, keep it clean and everything. I appreciate it. I'll drop you some, you know, some coins, you know. Give me about 3 months until it die down, and then I'll be back over here, all right? But right now, I got to go perform at the Super Bowl. You got it? All right, look out for me.
He could be very influential. He then dragged Drake up and down New Orleans Super Bowl field, smiling straight into the camera when he said, say Drake. The crowd screamed A minor while he has a lowercase a on his chain. And
this person who's giving this breakdown, she believes she's doing something that's historical to the American people. This is between two people. How does it positively affect us? How does this affect me? She's breaking this down like she's inspired. Like she's inspired to do this reaction like it's going to bring her wealth. She's breaking this down with excitement, laughter. She's extremely jovial. For real. Do you hear the cheerfulness in her voice, goddammit? She said he got the lowercase a hanging down from his neck. Man, it take a 10-year-old to figure that shit out. Even though people have their own. Oh no, the A on his chest doesn't represent anything with A minor. It's from the Latin alphabet alpha. It's saying he's an alpha male.
The entire dancer spelled out minor. Then he brought out Serena Williams and she was crip walking on Drake's grave. She's from Compton, she's Drake's ex, and her sister was also unalived in a drive-by shooting involving the Crips. Kendrick is literally saying it doesn't matter what's ever happened before, we gotta come together right now. And he's using Serena Williams in multiple different ways to show that. He then brought out Mustard and played TVs off and turned off the TV on Drake's ass. The lights in the crowd behind him said game over. And if you were to ask me, I'd say this is most likely a multiplayer game. Could sit you for hours in front of that loop and some of y'all still won't get this. It's chess, it ain't checkers, and dude is diabolical. So if you hear somebody say that the Super Bowl halftime was trash, they just don't get it.
Well, I'm saying if you know that's what it is everything evolving around Drake, and man, if somebody's doing that much planning and that much money, what was the budget to put in there all to take a shot at Drake? He's winning. Drake is still winning at the end of the day because your entire set was based off him, damn near. You know, you got people like her up here breaking down the story, so excited, like she's about to become a member of the White House staff or something, like she's about to go change America. Drag Drake's ass. Yeah, yeah. Man, nobody cares about Drake being dragged. Drake is still richer than most and doing what he's doing. I ain't a Drake fan. I ain't a Kendrick fan. But Kendrick has a lot to thank Drake for that's never going to happen because his whole entire career right now, the reincarnated, you know what I'm saying, Kendrick? Reincarnated. He reincarnated Kendrick. He brought life back to you. You know, you put, I mean, sometimes parallels happen. You know, you put the correct amount of effort into making this diss track along with Mustard, right beat, doing what you did, and it went viral. It went viral. You got people out here like this lady who's out here breaking it down like you just, you know, gave everybody $1 million that was at the Super Bowl. You gave everybody in attendance $1 million. She acting like she was paid in full for making that down, for doing that reaction and breakdown. How did he drag? You know what I'm saying? How did he drag Drake anywhere? I mean, come on, bro. Like, I just had to do something out of the ordinary because I can give a damn, really. But all I hear people say, not like us, not like us, not like us, not like us. Squabble up, squabble up, squabble up. I'm like, that's all y'all got going on? If someone prepares an entire Super Bowl show to take shots at you, understand you're winning. All you had to do is sit back there and chill and say, yeah. As you hear me say on here sometime, yeah, do your homework. Go ahead and do your homework. I like to make you do your homework. Drake made them cats do their homework, man. And he being rewarded for doing his homework. It's almost like making an honor roll. Kendrick, your career came back from freaking in-house detention, and they put you in a regular class. You did your homework this time. You're on the honor roll. You got an award for it. Your career's at an all-time high. But what next after this dies down in 25? Because it's going to die down this year. What's next? That's all I'm saying. What's next for Kendrick? I don't have no disdain for the brother. I don't even know Kendrick really, you know, listen to his songs like that to say, oh, you know, I'm a huge kid. No. Not at all, y'all. Not at all. Not at all. That weird, strange, inappropriate shit that goes on over there. Nah, bro. I just really want to get others' opinions about what they thought of the Super Bowl halftime show. Not the Super Bowl itself. You can talk about the Super Bowl. We knew it was a blowout. You know what I'm saying? I was going for the Eagles. Like I tell people all the time, I'm a bandwagon rider. I wanted to go for the Eagles this year. So I did. But I dropped the link and I just want to see what y'all got to say about that, man. What's your talk? What's your take? I'm not too in like beefs like this where people want to say, "Oh man, Kendrick destroyed Drake." If you put all these human beings to work, they have become laborers, okay? You did a whole PlayStation controller just so people can know that you're taking a shot at Sony, for which Drake is signed to. Man, Drake is winning. God damn, he didn't have to be at the Super Bowl if you're doing a whole show about him. That's all I'm saying. He didn't have to be nowhere. He could have been in a suite somewhere, watching the feed and saying, "Yeah, y'all doing work. Good job. Good job. Who got the juice? I got the juice. You doing all this for me? Appreciate it." Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. BG said Kendrick always been corny to me. I haven't really followed him closely like that. But for me to say he corny, I really never, he never really been one of my favorite rappers. I like lyricists. If I want that, I listen to Nas. I listen to plenty other rappers besides Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Stand on the black GNS rep Black Power. Okay. Appreciate you. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Let me put some of this up here for the playback game. And that's what I really want. I wanted some people to come in here and kind of break down what they seen. You know what I'm saying? On the halftime performance. I thought the performance was good, just the message had too many tentacles. Yeah, you had to pay attention to which a lot of people paid attention to the show. But then I think many, after the show was over and people started doing breakdowns of it, that's where they got their information. All that subliminal shit they had going on. You ain't gonna tell me just the average fan of football / touching a little bit of hip hop, just with your basic playlist. You're not gonna convince me that they knew what the hell they was watching. When they saw Serena come out crip, oh, that's what she did at women. Oh, that was cool. They must be friends. They didn't know the message behind them, especially the new generation. They just thought she was up there with Kendra. Oh, they good friends. Cool. That was him leading the black woman. Okay, all right. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, educate me, man. I'm not in it like that. Bruce Gas Boxer Jazz, the OG on deck. What's good with it, Bruce? Yeah, she was too excited. She used Chat GPT to do her breakdown. Okay. We got that. We got the Cliff Note version of the breakdown in the chat. Okay, I got it. She used a Chat GPT. You know what I'm saying? The goddamn put that criteria up there. Chat GPT. Give me breakdown of Kendrick Lamar's halftime Super Bowl performance. She's up there smiling like she know, and he dragged Drake up and down. Man, Drake wasn't even in the building to get dragged. For real. And watching Drake on the Mets, I don't know if his squabble game all that or not. I'm just saying, I don't know if his squabble game all that. Kendrick might have him in the squabble game. The way he was frowning up every time, like he was hurting to throw a punch. Drake was punching like he was 400 pounds, like he had heavy arms. That's one of the worst Outside of Stephen A. Smith throwing that right uppercut, that's one of the worst celebrity freaking mitt drills I have ever witnessed in my life. Drake has some of the worst mitt drills. Anyway, I'm just bringing that up because him and Kendrick going. When it came down to it, they should have a celebrity boxing match. If we want to talk about celebrities who can really throw hands, in my opinion, if we talk about confinement, Blueface, he got pretty decent hands, man. And the other guy, what's the other guy? There's another guy that can throw hands real good. That's a celeb too. That's been in the game. Leaving BJJ out of it. Anyway, yeah, I just felt like it's a lot of people doing breakdowns of the halftime show, and they seem like they're happy to do this breakdown, and they seem like they're breaking through something that's never been done before. Like, this is historic. Like, they're going back in ancient history and channeling the Egyptians and the superpowers that have been unexplained up to this point, with all this goddamn subliminal breakdown of the message that was being sent from what the jacket. Yeah, I forgot to mention this. The jacket said glory, and glory meant something. People thought it was just a starter jacket or whatever, but Florida Gators jacket, but it had glory across of it, and glory meant something. I swear to God. You know what I'm saying? I swear. He said Meek Mill the worst. To be honest, BG, about Meek, bro, I never liked Meek Mill's flow. Something that told me, man, I'm telling you on God, on G. I'm talking about the Lord G-O-D, not the Most High, because I can't bring this to him. I can't bring this to him, the lowercase G-O-D. I never liked Meek Mills, man. His flow, his fast rhythm and flow, his lyrics. Wait a minute. I mean, I don't, man. Come on, man. Something about him, man. Instinctively, if you know, you know. It's just something that I just didn't get. Me and him did have a common passion. We both into them bikes. But even then, man, when he rolled up on Safari on the street and he had his boys get at him, I was like, why couldn't you have just did that one-on-one? I kind of lost a lot of respect for Meek doing that shit. Safari probably did what he did, whatever. But just to go at somebody when you have all them cats, and Safari ain't no big nigga, but you go out there and try to get the man. Nah, bro. Nah, anyway. Oh, yeah. You're right. Meek Mill, for him to be a Philly nigga, you're right. I just thought about that. He does have one of the worst freaking mitt drills that you'll see also. Between him and Drake, man, both of them are equally worse. And you think these are street dudes that's fighting now. That just goes to show you, if they never have to throw their hands constantly over and over again, how do they actually know how they look? They don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They talk about the squabbles, but they get on the midst of the, who, what? You want me to do a 1-1-2? A 2-1-1? You want a 2-1-2? 1-2-1? You know what I'm saying? These dudes, the form is all messed up, bro. Yeah, you're right about that. Meek Mills is just as bad as Drake. Both of them got their chin high in the fucking sky, and the form is all off. There's no intensity there. You might have to stop. Hey, hold on, man. Damn, dog, you making me laugh, dog. Hold up, dog. You playing, right? No, I mean, I expect this. You playing, bro. All that shit y'all say in your song. You playing? Your chin can't be that high up in there. You talking about goddamn? We ought to do some slap boxing. No, you can't be serious. Yeah, you're right about that, BJ, man. For real. You definitely right about that. But this live stream to me, man, I just wanted to hear what some other people had to say about the Super Bowl, because not a lot of people gave a damn about the performance, to be honest. I'm just listening, seeing all these breakdowns come across the timelines. Shout out to Jay. Thanks for that info. You know, I mean, some of this shit is they almost like they're doing it in Black History Month. They having a Super Bowl. There's more people talking about Kendrick Lamar going at Drake doing Black History Month as if that performance has a lot to do with blacks. And you can talk about 48 Commute and all this other shit and all that. Man, come on, bro. We have the Grammys, the Oscars, the Super Bowl, the All-Star Game all in the month of February. Why? Why? Why can't we have it in December? Everybody's up here focused on Kendrick Lamar when they go back to school today. You know, when they went back to school Monday. And they don't give a damn about no Black History Month. They busy up talking about his performance. Did you see the performance? You saw this. And then all these kids get educated off the ones that's breaking it down, be a chat GPT, dog. And they up here acting like they smart, up here laughing and shit. Chat GPT. Hey, man, it'll get you educated. It'll have you on here sounding like you're a scholar. You better recognize. You better recognize. Anyway, enough of that shit. And shout out to Keyshawn, man. Keyshawn fights Floyd Schofield this weekend, don't he? If I'm correct, Keyshawn fights Floyd Schofield. Not Floyd Schofield. I take that back. I'm cross-threading my thoughts with Shakur Stevenson. Keyshawn fights Denise Baranchek, right? So I see where they're trying to hype this up, right? I stand corrected, okay? You know, those of you that's in chat replay, Keyshawn is about to fight Denise Baranchek. He's 12-0, 8 knockouts. So they're putting it out there like Keyshawn has to go in here and knock Baranchek out to get a fight with Gervonta Davis. Now I'm saying to myself, as peacefully as I can, I never knew Baranchek was even in the picture. I never knew Baranchek was in the picture as a ticket to get Gervonta Davis. I never knew he was a flight ticket to get the Tank fight. Who said that? I haven't even heard Tank mention anything about that. Baranchik is 19-0. So Keyshawn goes in here and they're talking about he needs to stop Baranchik in dominating fashion to get the Tank fight. Have y'all heard anything about that? Have y'all heard anything about Keyshawn having to go out here and knock out Baranchik to get the Tank fight? I didn't even know the Tank fight was one of the rewards outside of the WBO World Lightweight title. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was what he needed. But I am looking forward to the fight. I'm going for Keyshawn, of course. He's on the move right now. Very talented. He has very much unlimited potential depending on what he does with it. And it's good at 12 fights. He's proven that you don't have to wait until you got 15 or 20 fights. Now, that may switch up a little bit for other fighters who aren't Olympians. But of course, Keyshawn is an Olympian. And sometimes the Olympians get pushed the way they're supposed to. So at 12 professional fights, 13 if you include the one that they took away from marijuana, he gets to go in there against a 19-0 Baranchek. at Madison Square Garden. Salute to Keyshawn. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that fight. It is going down February 14th, and it's the start of the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn is going to be fighting on a Friday, y'all. And I know a lot of you cats, right? I know a lot of you dudes is going to be feeling some type of way on the 14th. And look, I'm not saying nothing to get you feeling miserable, depressed, you know what I'm saying, angry, frustrated, agitated, full of anxiety, contentious. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I know a lot of you cats, the wives are gonna have you out in them streets. Your girl, depending on how long you've been, some of y'all, your girl be with you. You know, girls link up around Christmas time. They start November getting you prepped, and they take you through the goddamn holidays into the new year and say, we've been together for 2 years. What? Yeah, I got with you 24, and it's this 25. I've been with you for 2 years. So Valentine's Day coming up, what you gonna get? See, fellas, I'm trying to tell you, if you're not in a relationship, don't ever get in a relationship November of a year, because that November carries all the way over to Valentine's. That is the 6 months strictly for women. You know what I'm saying? You have the holiday season, you have Christmas, and then you come around here, you got Valentine's Day. Come on, bro, it's wicked. And then depending on when her birthday is, hey, some of you cats gonna be out there in the streets on the 14th. Goddamn pockets light than a mother. You're gonna be at a restaurant, your girl gonna be up there just enjoying that meal, because it's all about the women on Valentine's Day, yo. They're gonna come up there and give you some cologne that they got from Target. Hey, I hope you like this. Yeah. They was had on clearance at Nostrum's, and it had like a 6-for-1 deal. You know, you get 6 colognes for $1. I just hope you like. They say the original price of each cologne was $300, but they have overstock, so I got it for you. Yeah. A lot of dudes gonna be like, hey, baby, I got you everything you asked for. My credit cards is damn near maxed. Can I go home and watch the fight, please? Can I go home? No, I'm not done with my day yet. I'm not done with my day. This is the time you're supposed to be spending with your better half and your girl and your baby and all this other shit. I'm telling you, it's gonna be some dudes that's pissed off for no goddamn reason. They're gonna be coming on here Saturday like, man, fuck that, man. I ain't think Keyshawn did what he's supposed to do. What are you talking about, dude? Did you even watch the fight? No, man, but man, shit, man, Baronchek, his gloves was loaded. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about? What's wrong with you? No, man, I'm just taking out on y'all, man. My girl wouldn't let me come back, man. We was way out there in the malls and shit, man, the stores. Man, my goddamn credit card, man, I still haven't recovered from Christmas and shit. And then she want to go up here and stack up the credit card for February. I'm telling you, that's the play, yo. The play at the end of the year is always like that, bro. And if you got a girl whose birthday is in February, good luck. I'm telling you from here on out. For you youngins that's still out there dating a chick, you don't need to know her name right off the bat. Ask her when her birthday is. Fuck all that. Hey, I just want to ask you a personal question right quick, because I believe in, horoscope and all that shit, right? When's your birthday? Oh, why you ask that? Dang, I ain't never heard, a dude ask me my name. Ask me my birthday before they ask me my name. Oh, that's cool. It's February 13th. Hey, hold on for a second. I'm gonna take a piss right quick. I'll come back. Just stay right here. Leave immediately. Leave immediately. Get the hell up out of there. Because if you and that chick starts to kick it and y'all stay together, let's just say 4 years. Let's just say 4 years, shawty. Boy, you're going to be going knee deep in that motherfucking pocket, boy. Her birthday going to be 13. You're going to be buying her shit for a birthday, and she going to say, my birthday and Valentine's Day is separate. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, dude. And then check this out. Within those 4 years, you have a goddamn baby. Then now it's Mother's Day. It's a wrap for you, shawty. It's a wrap for you. The relationship is doomed. I'm dropping free game, man. I may be doing it in a lighthearted way, but I'm trying to tell you some free game about. Ask them their birthday in this damn time with inflation, eggs costing $20 a carton. Ask them when their birthday is. I'm telling you, it'll save you money. Think about that. She got to get her hair done, the nails done, all that shit. November, December, got to get all that shit done. You know what I'm saying? Take a little pause. You still gonna get the hair and shit done for January, but you got to prepare for Feb. Birthday, Valentine's Day, all that shit is important, strictly for the woman. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm just trying to counsel, get some free counsel, some pro bono counseling, so y'all won't be out here stuck. Because women always love to do that to us, fellas. They don't care if it's a boxing match going on Friday. They're going to say, who the fuck is Davis? Keyshawn? You dating him or me? Okay then, nigga. Pay attention to me. Hey, yo, one more order of calamari, please. Yeah, and give me some stuffed mushrooms. Yeah, with the crab meat in it. Yeah, give me that. Yeah, I'm going to get that to go. Hey, don't do it. I'm trying to turn you on the game. Hold on for a second. I'm back, man. Said that's a whole fact been there. Man, I'm telling you, you know. Okay. We got some cats in the chat that believe Keyshawn gonna stop him. Hey, Keyshawn, if he stops him, cool. That makes him look better. But I'm not saying he can't stop him. I'm just wondering where people getting the Tank fight from. I haven't really heard no cosign from Tank saying you go in there and stop him. We're gonna fight. So if he stops Barichek, what is it? What is that supposed to do? That's supposed to be the measure for Tank. Barichek never been comparable to Tank. So in my opinion, I'm like, if he stops Barichek, how does the resume add up? How does that benefit him to face Tank? I'm just saying, how does that work exactly? But yeah, man, the fight's gonna be on Friday for all of you that may be making plans for your girl on that day. And you know, one thing about Friday, not everybody considers Valentine's Day a national holiday. I'm just being honest with you, especially in the military. Valentine's is not a national holiday. You ain't getting off. So you have to wait. If your girl work, you got to wait for her to get off work. Or you got to wait for yourself to get off work. And then everybody's going to be flooding to these freaking restaurants. What's supposed to be a natural day. Okay, for some it is. The non-boxing enthusiasts, they got their reservations made. They good. But for the boxing fans, though, that's where it gets extremely interesting. You should have read the fine print. You know what I'm saying? You should have read the fine print. I hope you all made those reservations, because if you didn't make those reservations and it's already Tuesday, boy, your relationship is about to hit some turmoil, some turbulence. You feel me? She's going to rout your pockets just like it was the Super Bowl. For real. She's going to be up by 30 when it comes to halftime, goddammit. You should have made the reservations already. You should have went up there and picked out what she need. And, you know, if you was going to soften her up to get back home to watch Keyshawn Barichek, you should have did it already. And I know goddamn well you ain't going to just say, well, you know how I am. I got to get this podcast. The podcast, hey, baby, the podcast bringing in the money, right? It's bringing in the bread. No, you selected for that to bring in that. You did that. I didn't tell you to become a YouTuber and quit your job and get fired. You chose to do that. So you got 5 minutes to get your ass dressed. I'm going to miss out on the super chats. You better super chat your ass and get in his car. Fellas, I feel for you. I feel for you. You know, another big fight this year popping off, the 19th. And a lot of you all going to be obligated. I get it, bro. You know, my heart goes out. For real. Because you're not going to be able to carry on the conversation for the boxing topic if you don't make it home in enough time. The good part about it, you know what I'm saying? It's a Friday. You might be able to make it home in time before Keyshawn walk. You might be able to go. You might be able to. I'm serious. You might be able to make it home in time. But if you're a youngin' out there and your girl want to go out to the nightlife and shit like that, then you might be fighting when you walk out the club. Y'all might be talking about breaking up by the time you get home. For real. She might leave the club at 12:45. You know what I'm saying? And you was up there arguing with her. It ain't going to be nice, man. Now, the good thing about married couples, most of them got kids. You know what I'm saying? Most of them got kids now. It depends on how far along y'all are in your marriage. I'm giving you some pro bono game. Some people have their kids over their friend's house and they watch them because they want to go out. Okay? If you met your girl and both of y'all was out in that street life, well, it's not going to stop when these days come up and say, you know what? You got the babies, don't have so-and-so, keep the babies. Let's go out to the nightlife and go to the club and make it happen. I haven't been out in the club in so long. Yeah, I've been working my ass off with my personal trainer. You know, he been getting me fit. Yeah, he been knocking it down. I mean, he been freaking getting me fit. I feel good. Yeah, let's go to the club. Or if you've been together long enough to the point where y'all gave that life up, the fellas, you can go out there with the kids and everything, the restaurant, and get home in time before the ring walk. You might be straight. Real talk. You might be on game for real. You may not have nothing to worry about, carry on, except that debt. When Saturday comes up there and you get up and start, starting your day, and you say, man, let me go check the damage. You go to your account and you see that overdraft protection was used. Your overdraft protection has been activated. That means you exhausted all your funds in your checking and they automatically went to your savings, dog. Oh my God, man. That shit is hilarious. A lot of you niggas gonna be out here activating your overdraft protection, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real, bro. A lot of you dudes are gonna act like you got it. I know I ain't gonna use up all this, man. I'm gonna keep my savings. I got my savings. I got this. I'm trying to get this summer. Yeah. Nah. Everything is high this damn time. This is another piece of advice I give you, fellas. Switch it up this year. I'm gonna tell you the one important game that you need to break your girl from. You need to break her habit. Real talk. If she's one of these girls that you got and she wanted you to bring her them MF and flowers, I'm turning you on the game. Please start weaning her off roses right goddamn now. The reason why I'm saying this is that the best example I can use, let's just say a bouquet of roses. Let's get some reds and whites. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get some reds and whites in there. No blacks unless you don't call it cheating or something like that. Get some reds and whites, right? You get the bouquet. Them motherfuckers gonna cost you like $70. Okay? All right. I mean, I'm talking about combined together arrangement, all that shit. $70. Now, I want you to take $70 in ones. Okay? I want you to rip each dollar up single and throw it in the toilet and flush it. You ain't gonna toss it in at the same time. Just boom. At one at a time. Boom. 70. Rip it in half. All them ones. Just flush them down the toilet. That's exactly the misery you're gonna feel when you buy your girl roses and put them in a vase. The vase, like it's supposed to activate new life for these roses. I said this on my show before, because I didn't believe in roses, and I told females that ahead of time. If we were still in a relationship, I knew my seasons for real. But anyway, when you get to a point, right, in your relationship, those of you that follow me know I mentioned this before. You're gonna put them roses on the counter, and you're gonna go on about your day. Your girl is gonna be happy after the damn Valentine's Day. Saturday, Sunday hit. Monday, she coming home. Man, she gonna be giving you that best sex you ever had, boy. You're like, okay. Because them roses in there, they still red. They still white. You can still see the color in them bitches. Well, the next week after that shit, when them roses start to get a little brown, she gonna start retracting the kitty. Oh, no, leave me alone. She gonna be looking at them roses, and they gonna start to goddamn wither. And you're gonna wonder why your girl's acting shitty. It's like, babe, I ain't do shit to you. I took you out. I got you everything you ordered online. I mean, I'm talking about for Christmas, all the way to February to Valentine's Day. I mean, baby, you hit me in the pockets hard. I gotta do a lot of overtime to make this shit back. It ain't you. That's how women would do. Women, they would look at the bouquet of roses that you got them, and they start to die, and they start going through all these freaking mental, psychological scenarios, y'all. Oh, man, my relationship. Oh, look at those roses. When he gave them to them, they so beautiful. And now it's a sign, something going on. They dying. And then they start to keep on with it. And look, we ask, hey, babe, I'm going to go ahead and Toss these roses. They're my roses. You bought them for me for Valentine's Day. What are you doing? But they dying though. I don't care about that. They care. They want you to think that the roses is so freaking valuable that you should keep them up there. You should keep them up there. Because you gave them to her when there was life, remaining life in those things. Now, she finds it sentimental value. You can't throw them out before they start to die, because a part of that degradation, a part of those roses ending their lifespan started a long time ago. She's just looking at it like you gave her those bouquet of roses on a special day, and it somehow has something to do with your relationship. So the petals start to fall off. She come in there. You ain't at home. You probably got the kids out. She coming in from work, and there's petals on the floor. And she up there saying, oh, shit. Oh, no. The petals are dropping on the floor. She's been through this before. She knows the whole transitional phase to the trash can that these roses go through. She gets the broom, sweep them up. Okay. She goes back to the room, wind down, take her shit out, blah, blah, blah. Come back in there. It's 3 or 4 more petals on the floor. So all we doing what we supposed to. We got the kids. We out there chilling and all this other. We come home. Okay, your mama at home. I see the car in the driveway. All right, cool. You go in there and you looking. It's not that far removed from Valentine's Day. Probably like a good 3-4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You already know the rose is still up there that you spent $129 for. You see, hey, how you? Please stop. It's too much that was going on. What's wrong with you now? Nothing. No, for real, we got to stop this. If you don't stop this shit, I'm getting divorced tomorrow. Why you got to take it to the extreme? Well, the roses that you bought me, you know what, goddamn, I'm tired of you and these motherfucking roses. Fellas, you got to take that motherfucking rose, grab that vase, take it outside. If you live by a wooded area, dump them bitches deep in the woods. You understand me? Grab that vase, goddamn, dump it in the trash, man, with some other trash, the household food, the leftover food. Just don't put them in the trash can. I'm telling you, because your girl will go out there when you ain't looking. You might be sleeping in the bed. She go out there, and she'll goddamn pick out the rose that still has the most color in it, that still got life, yo. I'm telling you, bro, don't get your girl roses. That's a waste of freaking money. Get her something she can wear for the whole year. If your girl believes that a relationship is based off something to celebrate you all, where it isn't providing life, it isn't a symbolism of life, it's a symbolism of death. It symbolizes the end. It's just a temporary gesture for you to present to your girl that looks pretty at this point in time when I gave it to you, but the presentation soon and soon enough dies out, and you get to see, quick in a hurry, something that you presented her in good faith has now withered away and dead and died. Roses aren't it. Roses aren't it. If you're talking about giving your girl something that's going to last you a good 5 weeks, 5 weeks now. You're talking about 12 months in a year, 5 fucking weeks, and you're going to spend all this money on roses? All because your girl say, oh, ooh, until them rose petals start to wither and turn brown, and then she comes home and they're all on the floor. Believe me when I tell you, if you ain't never listened to anything I say, hey, win your girl off roses, bro. Get her something with that money that can last way longer than 5 weeks, 2 months. Because not only that, the roses, if she keep them around in the vase, with most women do, you put the roses up there and they're going to start wither away. And that's going to, and look, that shit right there will cause some discontent in your relationship, and you don't know what the fuck is going on. You're going to be like, baby, I ain't did shit to your ass, but you acting real stank right now. I don't know what it is. I got you everything you asked for Valentine's Day, took you out to eat, showered you with love. But ever since then, you've been acting shitty. I know, I apologize. It's just the roses start to die. And I remember when you gave them to me, they looked so fresh. That's my fault, goddammit. That ain't my fucking fault. You get the picture. Don't give your girls no roses. Hey. Start in 2025. If your girl say, where my roses at? You just give her that silent treatment. Where my roses at? It's not your roses until I give them to you. Everything else that I got you extends way further than a bouquet of roses that's gonna die 5-6 weeks from now anyway, and they're gonna be all over the floor, and you be going through emotional breakdowns and shit as if it represents our relationship. No. Remember I told y'all. Remember I put it out there, shawty. Yeah, man, shout out to the ones who, you know what I'm saying, married, locked in, shackled to the dackle. No, I'm just playing. Shout out to the ones who got the relationship, got your girl, you know what I'm saying? You locked into this relationship, you bonded, you equally yoked. Shout out to the equally yoked youngins out there that's building a foundation in the future with your girl. And I've been there, shawty, for real I have. I've been there, man. I get to pick and choose right now. You know, at one point in time in my life, I'll say what I do now, I would have frowned upon. I said, man, why? I don't see why you would do that. Just get in and get out, get in and get out. Well, you grow up, you learn. And if you got kids already that's grown, you ain't trying to do all that shit, bro. It got to be worth it, man. It got to be worth it. But for the ones who's building families, you got your girl locked in. I'm no way, shape, or form deterring you at all. I wish everybody the best that's in a relationship, especially if you got kids, man. Kids and having two parents in the household is very, very important. Kids know it affects them. Believe me, as a military person, it affects them when you break up, man. It affects them tremendously. Now, if you got a military kid, I mean, they just turn into a whole nother monster, bro. For real. They don't get it. But, you know, the percentage of two-parent households is very low. So we're going to keep it positive. You know what I'm saying? Do enough to keep your kids together. Hopefully your girl is on board and y'all are equally yoked. You know what I'm saying? You all are raising them kids together, because what's better than one parent, two parents? They say it take a village. I don't believe that shit. It takes two strong parents to work together as a team to raise the kid. All this village shit, it sounds good to take a village to raise a kid. But when the people that's in the village, the one that's burning down your motherfucking house and destroying your family, how is that something you want to go out here and represent and praise? Oh, man, take a village. They're the ones walking around with the damn torches and shit, burning down any success, any positive avenues that you are teaching your kids, that you're trying to help them travel. Hey, this is where I want you to go. I want to do this and that. And then you got jealous ass villagers that's out here tearing all that shit down. Just do your best. It's a tough time right now. Everything is freaking costly. Gas, cars, cost of living. Down in the A, you used to come down here in the A, man, get an apartment for $600. $600. Look, $600, bro. You can go down here, drop everything you're doing. You know what? I'm moving in the A, man. Fuck it. I'm going to go down there and start over, bro. I got this amount of money in there. I'm going to take a bus down there. I'm going to go down and start, give me an apartment. They're going to run me about $650. I already know where I'm going to stay. I'm going to get a job. Them days are Gone. Gone. Hey, them days are gone, yo. Gone? What is that you speak of? Gone? Yeah, gone. Gone, shawty. Them 650 days, them months are gone. You want to talk about spreading messages in the Super Bowl? They should have mentioned how Atlanta is no longer affordable to the average person that's trying to relocate down here to the city to find employment. That shit is gonay. In French, that is gonay. That's what you mean. In English, yeah, it's gonay. Apartments down here, bro. Yo, hey, they running 2, 2.5, 3. Man, come on, bro. Look, the crazy part about it, they done built apartment complexes, brand spanking new, right? With townhouses attached and all that. Them motherfucking townhouses running 600,000. Them apartments running 2.5, 3, 3.5. And look, cause they brand new, they calling them Lux. They put the LUX on them bitches, yo. Lux apartments. Sometimes they only go up to 2-bedroom, 1 to 2 bedroom, y'all. Now, if you get a 3-bedroom now, if you get a 3, oh man, you coming out the motherfucking pockets. You coming out the wallet. You definitely coming out the wallet. It is super expensive now. So if you don't have your shit together, you just can't rotate down here and think you're getting close to the city like it used to be. So you can go and hit the highway and go down and go to work. It's done. It is done, y'all. The place where I grew up, all those low prices, just go ahead and get an apartment, go from that apartment to the next apartment, paying under a stack, it's over. That's all I'm saying. That shit is motherfucking over, yo. You ain't coming down here scooping from one apartment to the next. And look, once you get an apartment, you got to pay for a parking fee. You got to pay for trash. You got to pay for trash pickup. You got to pay for something that has nothing to do with you. That has something to do with them doing their job, cleaning up the apartment. You paying for that shit. You gotta pay for clean air. You know what I'm saying? Man, they got you paying all these little damn fees, internal fees, man. And then they put a tax on the end. They give you a tax like, what is this tax for? Oh, it's just a renter's tax. But I'm in an apartment. I knew I was renting. I didn't close out no mortgage. I didn't close out. They didn't say, oh, we're gonna close on this day. You know, I'm gonna start paying my mortgage. I didn't get a loan for this. I knew I was coming in to rent the place. I know. But just want to let you know that things are different now. And even though you knew, you're right. You rent an apartment. You're right. It's a renter's tax. See, the people who built this, they got to get compensated for building it. And so that money got to come out of your rent. Yeah. That's an agreement that was made for them to build this up. An agreement that we was going to charge the renters, the tenants, a renter's tax to pay them back for building this motherfucker. Hey, man. Hey, good luck, y'all. You know, I see these cats down here. They used to make fun of the Mexicans, right? Check this out. These cats used to make fun of the Mexicans move down here and the Hispanics. And they was living 8 to a house. You know what I'm saying? Just so they can find work. They do it a lot in Cali. That's true. You know what I'm saying? They get in there and they go to work. They get up in the morning, they go to work, right? Now, it's nothing for these youngers to be down here doing the exact same thing. They up here motherfucking shacked. I mean, I'm talking about 5, 6 trying to make rent in these areas. You come in there, no goddamn furniture, yo. It's just blow up mattresses all over the motherfucking living room. In order for you to get to the fridge, you got to step over some shit. For real. Everybody call themselves contributing. They go to Costco's and get a big thing of toilet paper. And toilet paper, that's all the first thing you see when you come in from your hard day at work. Motherfuckers going in there getting toilet paper. Shit. Hey, everybody trying to make their part of the rent work, man. When motherfuckers have downtime at this stage in the game, yo, They arguing over who ain't bought health and comfort items, who drunk up all the milk. Hey, what they gonna do about water? You know what I'm saying? Why nobody took out the trash, bro? Why ain't nobody sweeping this bitch? Why nobody ain't cleaning off the toilet? Why nobody ain't cleaning out the shower? Man, come on. In order for us to make this work, man, come on now. We got to set up damn health and comfort times, shower times. This shit is over, y'all. It's over down here. Shit is expensive, bro. Shit is motherfucking expensive. God damn. You have people actually planning to relocate to Atlanta. Like, they have to go through a whole process now. They have to check their finances, get with their CFO, get with their pastor. They have to have a revival. They have to get with their therapists, their psychologists, and all that, and see if it's okay for them to move down south. They have to hire a planner. They have to hire a real estate agent. And can you know, I want to think about this area right here. This is my budget right here. I want to pay around $185,000 to $195,000. That's my budget. I want to get closest to the city as possible. Well, sir, to be honest, 85, 195, getting close to Atlanta. Okay, you hired me, right? I'm gonna tell you the honest God truth. You might as well goddamn move to Augusta and drive your ass down into Atlanta for 185, because you ain't getting that shit in Conyers. You ain't getting 185, 190 in goddamn Covington, goddamn it. You need to just get a house in Augusta, North Augusta, Georgia, and drive your ass into Atlanta. It's gonna take you about 2.5 hours. So you trying to tell me, what about the airport? Oh, you want to move by the airport? Okay. Why don't you get you and your girl to go in together, do a joint application? She work, right? Yeah, we both transferring. Okay, do a joint application, combine income, and y'all can get close to the city. I can find you something nice in the city for at least $600,000. And you got to pay to play. You want to be close to the city where y'all just get up on a Saturday and drive down to the city. It's only gonna take you 10 minutes. It's gonna cost you about $500, $600. Man, I apologize, man. I really got on top of it, man. That shit. Hey, I'm just thinking about how expensive it's got down here, dog. Look, every place you turn, bro, they building apartments. Them motherfuckers is high. Them motherfuckers is high, dog. Oh man, somebody mentioned. Look, the water boys ain't the way they used to be. I ain't gonna lie to you. The water boys came up heavy to the point where they tried to incorporate their business. It's difficult to incorporate a product that you're buying out the store that everybody else get when they're doing a grocery shopping list. Man, come on now. The one thing that made them famous that the motherfucker was being disrespectful. They going up here buying all this shit and upcharging the people that's just driving off the block. They coming off the highway and all that. And these cats are taking over the exits, certain exits. And if you got a nice car and you have your window cracked like a dummy, they'll come up there and all of them together try to get you to, hey man, get these 2 waters. Now we all know what water used to cost. But when you're talking about the water boys, they jack their shit up for inflation too. For real. They go up here and get these 40 pack waters. Get a couple of Powerades and shit. Throw them in the cooler. And when the traffic come up and the red light hit, they up there walking, trying to sell you a Powerade for $10, water for $5. Nigga, I can just go right around to the gas station and that shit ain't gonna cost that much. I know, but it's a water boy. We out here working, sweating. You know what I'm saying? I'm blacker than I ever thought I would be up in this bitch. Just get me off the block, man. Come on now. Them water boys, man, they not as heavy as they. I mean, I'll take that back. They're gonna be back heavy in the summer. Okay, they're gonna be back heavy in the summer. I'll take that back. The water boys will be back heavy in the summer. It's been winter. You know, it's funny you mentioned that because the other day I ran into some of these cats. That was off this exit. And the crazy part about it, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the way I was looking at them niggas or what, man. But that nigga walked right past my vehicle and went to the vehicle behind me. Outside. Cool. That's what I'm talking about. Because I didn't have time to negotiate with them motherfuckers that day either. But I was happy as shit. I was like, them little niggas walked right past me and then asked me that I want a motherfucking thing. And my windows was cracked too. I was like, all right, cool. I don't know if it was the webcam. I don't know what it was. But I was happy than a motherfucker. I said, shit. I already got water too. Yeah, you right about that, bro. Yeah, but you know, that was just a hey, shout out to Smoke Session Sports and Entertainment, man. Pop in the building. What's good with it, man? Juice Lee in the building. Yeah, ATL has gotten extremely expensive, bro. Those days are way back when, man. It's done. It's done, bro. It's over. It's to see this shit change the way it was, like all the real estate investments that one would have bought, could have bought in these areas that have now skyrocketed. It's just unbelievable. I mean, the ones who made it happen, they sitting happy right now. They sitting happy. They sitting extremely happy. But I say 5 or 10, I would say at least about 10 years from now, some of these areas that's close to the city is going to be extremely unaffordable. They're going to be unaffordable to the average blue collar worker. Seriously. It's going to be unaffordable, yo. It's not going to, anything that's close to the highway, anything that's close to the city within 30 minutes, it's over. It's over. Them days are done. All the damn traps that we had down here, they have either torn them down or re-renovated them, and they putting people in them. Over. And you know what? The trap, it used to be $300, $400 a month back in the day. Man, they re-renovate them joints, man. Put them back on the market for $2, $2, $5, $3. Easy work. Look, the newbies that come down here that's living in a trap, an old trap that's renovated, they have no idea how many bodies, the souls that was lost in that area. How many people lost their lives. You know what I'm saying? How many people got locked up over there. All the families that suffered. All the crimes that was committed. They don't know shit about the history, bro. They don't know shit about East Lake. They don't know shit about Little Vietnam. That was over that bitch. They don't know nothing about that, bro. They just see all them nice homes, all the centers that was built. You know, they don't care about none of that shit. Man, all these nice houses. They don't know nothing about the dirt basketball court that used to be over there that nobody played on unless you was from there. The rims that never had nets. You go over there if you want to. Hey, all of a sudden you're looking off in the horizon. Damn, is that the motherfucking the trash can moving? No, that's 10 niggas headed my way. Goddamn. You look over to the right, that's some more motherfucker. I'm telling you. You go shoot hoop if you want to. Them days are gone, man. Well, you want to talk about gentrification? God damn. That motherfucking word is long for a reason. But y'all ain't gonna hold you up, man. I was just talking my shit about the Super Bowl or whatever. But y'all hold it down, man. Be easy, man. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game, man. You know, hope everybody enjoying their day. You know how we do. We'll be back on with some boxing talk. You know, That's what we do. Until next time, I'm out.